What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And of course, you guys by now has probably already heard this news, or you should, about Floyd Mayweather Jr. pulling out of his fight with Tinchen Nasukawa. And I believe it was a smart move. I think Floyd thought about what he was actually doing and how the boxing world, along with the MMA world, was taking this fight. How their perception of this fight was, hey, this is another bout. It's just going to be in another form. And then of course, a young guy, a 20-year-old savage like Tinchen Nasukawa. This guy is not the type of dude that you want to do an exhibition with. So he wanted to reword what he was saying. He was like, well, I didn't agree to any fighter. I agreed to a 9-minute, 3-round exhibition fight with this guy with, an undisclosed amount of money, for really, rich clients. Okay. So basically they were hiring him to do this particular exhibition match for this X amount of dollars. But I think he thought about it. I think he knew, like, okay, well, if this guy makes me look bad, in this ring, octagon, or whatever, they're going to be in, they'll perceive that as a loss. And of course, someone like Floyd Money Mayweather will never, ever have people thinking that he got beat up, or even show that someone got the best of him in the ring. So I can see why he backed out of that fight. It makes perfect sense because, he did that to, and this is a Japanese term, to save face. Because he knew this young guy will go in there and he's honored to get in there with one of the best in boxing. You know what I mean? And he has all these other tools to offer. And if he's actually able to use those tools, that would be very, very, very bad for Floyd. You know what I mean? And Floyd's thinking about a lot of things. What if, he turns around and do a spin hook kick, right to the jaw? Floyd don't know how to, or is not prepared to block that type of kick. You know what I mean? That type of attack, So, that's the type of stuff that I think Floyd thought about when he got over to the States. He was thinking about those dollar signs, which he's normally doing. Money, he normally does that. So, but I think when he thought more and more depth about it, he got with, Father Al, what I mean? Leonard Ellerby. They probably talked him into, what, Floyd, I don't think this is good for you. You know what I'm saying? I think that you can find someone else that makes you look a whole lot better than a guy that's 20 years old, with testosterone probably twice as high as yours. You know what I mean? Going into his form, or somewhat his form of a limited, but his ballpark, I believe. You know what I mean? Especially if you're fighting on Risin, they won't be kicks. They won't be a lot of stuff that he could do, but there'll be a lot of things he could do that it's out of the boxing ring, for say. That's what worried Floyd, the rules. You know what I mean? So I think he thought about that. Was like, no, this dude is not going to be kicking up against my leg, kicking my ligaments. You know what I mean? None of that, taking those punches like that. Because at his age, he's 41 years old. To take that kind of punishment, I can see why he did it. You know what I mean? And honestly, people would watch it, but come on. People, the lovers, the haters of Floyd would still watch it because that's how he marketed himself. So, but, it is what it is. You guys tell me what you feel about it. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.